good, man? It's your boy, JusB, and welcome back to the JusB Show. Now, for all the returning listeners, welcome back. I appreciate y'all. And for all the new listeners, the JusB Show, it's about self-love, unity, progression, and community support. We're going to talk about where he come from, what he's doing currently, and where he plans to go with whatever he's doing. And then I like to take people on kind of like an emotional roller coaster. That's just what I like to call it. We're going to have our highs, we're going to have our lows, and then at the end of it, we're going to motivate the people. You good with that?
Straight up.
All right, that'll work, man. Now, you know, I think at this point, we might be homies at this point. So I'm going to go and let you introduce yourself, man. Tell the people who you are.
Hey, it's W, baby. It's W from East Oakland, California, man. I'm an actor, rapper, football coach, ex-football player, entrepreneur. I do a little bit of everything.
That's dope, man. Now, welcome to the show, brother. It's good to see you again. You were here.
Likewise.
You were taking care of the. First of all, we put you into the BTS, but you were actually here supporting G Momo.
Absolutely.
You know, you guys are castmates on pre-lessons.
Yes.
Tell me
yes.
how that experience has been for you, brother.
Absolutely amazing, man. Not only the experience of acting and being able to like kind of really see behind the scenes on how drama series and stuff is made, but just the people that I've met, you know what I mean, through the show. I mean, I would say I technically met you through the show because I met G-Mo through the show and we was up here, right? So it's just opened a lot of doors, man. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to every scene I shoot, and I cannot wait to see what it does to the city.
Now, what's your character in this film?
I play a guy named Khalil, right?
Okay.
I'm him, but you know I've been him already.
Okay.
So. But yeah, man, I run all of Las Vegas, the drug game.
Oh, you the kingpin?
I'm the king.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So it's cool, man. To me, what I've tried to do with the character, right, is I created like in my mind, he like a Barksdale from The Wire, right?
Okay.
He ain't gonna dress like the rest of the niggas, you know what I mean? He gonna be suited and booted and fly and a little bit more educated and not on the street shit. So it's fun to do, man. Absolutely.
Now, how much does Khalil's personality translate to W's?
I would say not current W.
Let him know.
But old W, right? Like younger W, I mean, I actually tell the director and creator John Lavelle a lot, man. Like a lot of the scenes that you actually put me in, I've been in before in real life, right?
Okay.
So it's kind of easier to reach back and think about those moments, you know what I mean, where I was in the streets and doing, I would say at this point, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's I would say it matches old W on point, not as and aggressive as old W, you know what I mean? A little more laid back and chill, but you know, new W, grown man. I don't want
now, one thing that I like to do as a man, right, is to, because everybody, my homeboy Secure Cruz just told me, he said, bro, I met the old you.
Yeah.
But now I'm re-meeting the new you, and I love it. This is like the more mature JusB, right?
Right.
How much difference is the old W compared to the new one?
A lot, man. A lot. I think people that know me for real, you know what I mean, that don't know just W, that know Chris,
right?
You know what I mean? That's my real name. I think the people that know Chris, they know how much different. Even the people that know Dub, like my homies from the spot, you know, 95th Avenue, straight up East Oakland. But all my homeboys back home, man, they even see the difference. You know what I mean? I used to drink a lot. I don't drink at all no more.
That's good,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? So just a lot of growth, man, trying to be the best man I could be, right? Because I've realized over time that if I'm not the best me I can be, I can't be the best dad, I can't be the best brother, I can't be the best friend, rapper, actor, coach, whatever it is that I'm doing. You know what I mean? So,
because shit, if you empty, what you gonna do?
Right.
What would you want me to fill you up with air?
Straight up.
Gonna be an
Straight
airhead.
up. Straight up, man. So yeah, a lot of growth, man.
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. So what has been your favorite part about being on the set of pre-lessons?
My favorite part is everything else don't exist. You know, I've only had a few things that I've done in my life where I'm so focused and you so locked in when you're doing it that you can't really think about your daily problems or anything like that. Those only two things was football and music. Yeah. And with the acting, I found that it's the same. Yeah. You know, I'm so locked in and I'm so into the character and what we doing. that it's like a stress release, a relief almost. You know what I mean? Whereas like it helps with my mental.
Right. Do you remember when what film was that? Dark Knight? Is that the one when the Joker guy? I forgot his name. The actor, he was too in character. He couldn't get out of it.
Oh yeah,
and then he ended up committing suicide.
I've heard like a lot of actors that go deep into character.
Yeah,
like that. They be having
when you
trouble.
go home. Do you still be Khalil?
Nah, man, nah, I don't have that problem.
Remind yourself. Wait a minute, I'm gonna put the bottle back down.
I think it's because I've been Khalil before.
right.
In real life.
How long have you been sober?
I've been sober for 6 years, man.
Man, how does it feel, man?
Amazing.
Body change and everything, huh?
The body, but the biggest thing is the mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think different, which causes me to move different.
Right.
Which in result makes my life a lot different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people get a different version of me, a better version. And, you know, I think especially as a hustler, man, you always got to be constantly reinventing yourself. You know what I mean? So I think it was a great thing for me, man. I feel absolutely amazing.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing, man. So, man, let's get into the music a little bit. I had a chance to tap into your music and listen to a couple songs. You know, this is one song I was like, and I be forgetting shit, so I can't name the. God damn, what was it? It was you let me listen to it here.
Oh, Out of Love.
Out of Love.
Yeah.
I was finna call it All the Love. That's why I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, Out of Love.
Out of
man.
Love.
Featuring my boy
really,
Mr. Fab. Shout
yeah,
out Mr.
man.
Fab.
I like that, man. If y'all haven't checked that particular music, check the video out. The song is dope. But check the music video out. Who was the director?
The director is Bro Jackson.
Yo, he's dope.
Hey, amazing.
Yeah,
Shout out to Bro.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does, man. But so you still currently doing music?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I took a break though.
Let's talk about it.
I took a break, man. Like I was heavy. Music was what I did. You know what I mean? Up until really around the time my daughter was born.
Okay.
You know, and it wasn't. You know, I felt like I didn't give a shit if my fans liked me or if they heard music from me. I thought the most important thing was to be in my daughter's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I put the music on hold, but it was therapeutic. And the first single I released, I think it was 10 years maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I released a single in 2010 with Keywan from the St. Lunatics.
Okay.
And then after that, the next single was Out of Love in 2021, I believe it is, with Fab, you know, but I almost forgot how therapeutic music was for me, man. So that song is real life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really about my life, man.
Now let me ask you, man. It's because you're because you're an actor and an artist, right? So you're in the entertainment industry or whatnot. But how hard is it to balance being a father, like a present father,
man,
and being an entrepreneur in this game, bro? Because, bro, my kids live out of state, bro, and I be stressed
Mine
out.
do too.
I be wanting to quit, bro. Like,
mine do too,
I'll
man.
quit everything and leave and go be with my daughter and my son, 100%. And then I'm about to answer the question for you. Go ahead.
It's like I feel the same as you. My daughters live out of town.
Okay.
I spent the past 12 years living in St. Louis, Missouri, just to be close to my daughters. You know what I mean? But I didn't like it. You know what I mean? I wanted to come home to the West Coast. I'm a West Coast guy. I want that West Coast vibe, right? But being a father is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It's the most enjoyable thing I've ever done in my life too. Yeah. You know what I mean? But juggling it all is hard, you know. But I think as I've done it as an older man, right? Mm-hmm. I do it a little bit different, right? Like my daughter don't know DUBBYA. My daughter didn't even know I rapped. Okay. You know what I mean? Until I start doing music again. So she get a different version of me just like everybody else, you know. Yeah. But it's difficult to juggle, man. But I gave up everything for my kids. Yeah. You know, music and California and left and I'd do it all over again 1,000 times over if I had to. Yeah, man. It's good to hear you say that, man, because that's something in real life that I'm juggling right now. I'm like, damn, man. Like I love being JusB, bro. I love being JusB. Right. But my daughter don't know. She know I do social media and stuff like that, and she thinks it's cool. But it requires me to not be a present dad, bro. Yeah, sometimes.
That's hard on a player, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Hard on a player, man.
Hey, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like, even living in Missouri, my daughters live in Georgia. You know what I mean? So I wasn't living in the same city as them. Like, it's a challenge, you know? But I think just like we sacrifice for the things that we want in our dreams, whether it's music or podcasting or coaching or acting, we have to sacrifice for our children.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes we talk about, putting things to the side and taking time for yourself. You got to take that time for your kids. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, I'm going down here. I'm going to mess with my kids for a week. Everything else is on hold.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna have to do it at this point, And for all other fathers out there, like, just you got to make it work. It's a sticky situation because I really preach self-love and putting self first, and we got to be okay in order to provide and do the things that we do as men, right? And then, like, podcasting is really my outlet.
Right.
Music was yours.
Yeah.
Podcasting is mine.
Right.
So to not be JusB is really a shot on my mental health.
I feel you.
You see what I'm saying?
But being away from your kids is a shot on the mental health too, right?
Kids is a shot on my mental health too.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword,
It's a double-edged sword. It's chopping me the fuck up. But it's all right. We're going to work it out, man. So let's get into self-health. You mentioned a few things. One key point that you named earlier was that you stopped drinking, 6 years sober, man. Congratulations again to yourself, brother. What are some other things that Chris or DUBBYA does to make sure that self is good? Self is priority, King.
Man, lifting weights.
Okay.
Right? Like, I have to lift weights, bro. Like, even people around me will tell you, like, they be like, you ain't been to the gym in a minute, huh? Because I might be a little bit on edge, right? But I lift weights probably 4 times a week, man.
Okay.
And I like to read, too. Reading it's one of those things where you can't think about anything else because you focus on reading the book, and you gaining knowledge. It's relaxing. So those are 2 of the things that I do. And I'm an ex-football player, man, so I love to watch football and just sit down and relax and not think about everything. I mean, my Raiders, it ain't been too relaxing to watch them lately.
Yeah, y'all ain't. I know I see you over there with the Raiders on, but maybe maybe you like them more in Oakland. But
it's the Oakland Raiders right here, man.
Oh, look, he's like, don't play me. I got the original on.
Yeah, this is the Oakland Raiders, man.
Look, me trying to clown. Look, he said, no, hold up, wait, this is the original. Don't do me.
Yeah, everybody think I'm following the Raiders, man. They like, you moved to Las Vegas too, so now I'm like, nah. I just want to come home to the world.
Right. Yeah, I feel that, man. Now, you told me that you're a business analyst.
I am.
So it's a lot of data involved.
Yeah, man.
You got OCD for shit?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, bro, what the hell? Data? That's like, it's just for all the content creators out there, digital marketers and things like that. We have to rely on data to know, like, how to approach the algorithm, our target audience, all these different metrics, engagement, reach, impressions. How do you do it as a job, bro? What the hell?
I never thought I would be a computer nerd for a living, right? But I got into the space, man. Like, when I was playing arena ball, one of my teammates plugged me into the space, right? He was doing it too. And I got into it, man, and I got good at it, right? But I don't like it when the data is not organized, standardized, right? That's where my OCD come in, where I be like, hey, man, y'all tripping. We gotta get this standardized and get it in order, man. But it's actually kind of played hand in hand with the music and stuff too, man. You know what I mean? Because being able to be so hands-on with the computers, now I can record myself and do things of that nature. I do a little graphic design for myself, like design my own covers and all that kind of stuff. So, it's helped out, man. It's something I never, ever, ever thought I would be doing, dog. Yeah. Ever in a million years.
Bro, I never thought I'd be doing 1,000 podcasts a year and shit. I really never thought I did. But sometimes, and that's crazy because sometimes, like, the things that we stray away from, we like, oh, that should look boring, or I don't know. And then we do it, be the things we needed.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I have this one saying that, like, sometimes the support that you want ain't support that you need, but the support that you get is the ones that you need, right?
Absolutely.
So, man, kudos to you, because I don't think I could just stare at fucking numbers and is it numbers and letters or just numbers?
Man, I'm in the healthcare industry with it, right? Shit. So it's numbers, letters, names, all type of shit, man. Hey, it's crazy, but it's like I said, it's a certain amount of gratification to it because it's hard. You know what I mean? Like, and when you accomplish something that's difficult, it feel good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. It definitely does.
It'll feel better if they pay me some more, though.
Right. Hey, man, whoever he worked for, we ain't gonna say his company name on here.
All right.
Pay this man.
Please,
you
cash
know what I'm
me out.
saying? Cash him out. Let's raise this up. Or, JusB might have to be a bit with a lot of cameras. Now I'm just playing. Make sure y'all keep taking care of my boy. He seems to be happy. He loves his job, I suppose, man. Just keep doing your thing, brother, with that. Yeah, it couldn't be me, though. Hell no, man. Now, this is something we kind of tapped into when we were in here with G Momo, man. Unity is very important to me. I really believe unity is possible. Now, let me get the damn record straight. Do I feel like the whole entire world could be unified at once? I don't.
No.
I don't think that's realistic.
I don't think so.
But big ass majorities, I definitely do feel like I believe that's realistic, man. What do you do? What do you feel like it is? Do you think unity is possible?
I think anything is possible. Is unity likely? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because people listen to respond these days, and they listen with their feelings instead of listening with their mind.
The lack of emotional intelligence.
Yeah, so emotions are gonna lead you down the wrong path every time, man.
Yeah.
It has to be logical. So I think a lot of the divide is due to emotion, and people just they take what they see on the internet and believe it is true. In my era, we ain't even have the internet, right? So you had to look it up in a book, and if it was in a book, it was legit, right? So now these people just take things off the internet, man, and kind of run with them, and they emotional. I would love to see more unity, especially amongst our minority communities, and our black community, to be specific.
Yeah.
Because if you look at every other minority community, man, they stick together. Asians, Hispanics, even Africans, when they come over here, right? They stick together. But as American black folks, we still got that slave mentality, you know what I mean? Where we trying to pull each other down, and you don't want to see somebody get ahead of you, when it really ain't just a race. It ain't a race. You know what I mean? You gotta find, like Nipsey say, you gotta find your own pace and run it.
Right. I feel that, man. In your opinion, brother, what do you feel like the root of a generational curse is?
Knowledge.
Well, you had an answer fast. Everybody be like,
knowledge.
Repeat that again.
But I think it's because I've experienced parts of my life where I wish my parents would have knew.
Right.
But they can't teach you something that they don't know.
That was a hard pill for me to swallow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say knowledge, right? Because if you don't know, or what they say, if you knew better, you would do better.
Right.
Right. So like property, I'm into the rental properties and stuff like that. And my pops didn't know about that. He know about it now, but he didn't know about that when I was 20. You know what I mean? Like some of my other friends' parents knew, and they was buying houses in their 20s, So I think that is a huge effect on a lot of families, man. I know it's had an effect on my family, is just the lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? So,
was your father in your life?
Absolutely.
Okay.
My daddy is my dog, man.
I love your daddy just because he been around.
My father is my hero, bro.
That's beautiful.
I was raised by my father. I try to model my fatherhood.
I was gonna say, what's the biggest takeaway that you got from your dad?
To be a man.
To be a man.
Stand up, chin up, chest out, take it as it comes, right? But I'm the oldest of 6, right?
Okay.
So I watch my dad. It's 6 of us. My dad got 4 baby mamas. Hey, so I watched him go through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Everybody pops from the 80s is a rolling stone. Hey, I'm telling you, damn.
My youngest sister just graduated high school in May, bro. Hey, so you feel me? So pops,
I think my youngest brother just turned 18.
Exactly, right? So, but Pops is my hero, man. He raised me. It was just him and my uncle in the household, man, growing up. So my Pops taught me, one of the things he really taught me is, like, you should never need a woman. You should want a woman, right? Like, a woman you should have your life together. You should be able to cook, clean, wash your clothes, do all these things,
Ladies.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Do all these things on your own, and keep a clean crib.
Self-sustainable.
Some nasty niggas out there, man. Y'all, you keep a clean house, right? So being self-sustainable, man, I was cooking my own dinners at 15. Like, my pops I learned how to grocery shop, right? He would tell me, meet me at the house at 5 o'clock on payday. Because he working during the day. Him and my uncle in bands, they musicians also. They playing music, right? So they're not going to be there during the week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't meet me here and we go grocery shopping, I'll show you how to grocery shop, you ain't going to have no food to cook.
You ain't going to have no food, player.
Right? Hey, so, I mean, Pops, man, just taught me a lot about being a man and being a stand-up guy, man, and I love him for it.
Yeah.
You know, my hero, straight up.
Yeah. Now, how hard is it to raise a daughter versus, because with a son, you can instill that same stuff into a young man, but how do you instill it into a young lady?
Man,
I'm asking you questions that I really need help with.
I'm still learning, bro.
Yeah.
But honestly, when I'm struggling with raising a daughter, I call my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 4 sisters. So it's only 2 of us, two boys out of the 6, right? I got 4 younger sisters, man. So he got a lot of experience with raising girls, you know. So he helps out a lot, man. I actually remember when I found out, you know, I was having a kid. I was super excited, you know, and I was telling my dad, you know, I want to have a son. I want a junior, all this. And he was like, I hope you have a girl. Right? And I didn't understand at the time. I was like, right, what you pissing on my son's dreams?
Damn,
right? But he was like, it's going to soften you up.
Mm.
You know, I was too abrasive. I was too rough around the edges, man. Because I always say, you can slap your son in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that to your daughter, right?
Hell
like
no.
you sitting down, you having tea parties, you got
Right.
your nails painted. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You having tea parties and shit.
Yeah, so it's a lot different, man. It's a challenge, but I love every second of it. And shout out to my daughter, Kira Booger. Love you.
Shout out to you.
And my oldest daughter, Danye, she 20. She a grown ass woman now. So, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing, brother. Man, so, you know, everything comes to an end, right? Except for parenting. I feel like that'll last forever. I feel like even when we dead and gone in spirit, we still gonna be here for our children.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But other than that, when we talking logical, everything comes to a damn end. It is what it is, bro. You seem to be doing some amazing things in your life, brother.
Thank you.
What does success look like for you? When you're like, okay,
I'm
this
good.
is the end. I'm good. What does that look like, man?
I think it looked like legacy, right? What I pass on to my kids.
Yeah.
You know, big on legacy, want to be able to break some of those generational curses that we was talking about, right? And teach my daughter about this rental property game and pass on some rental properties to her. So she'll have a business already. You could either sell them, you know, sell the houses and do whatever. And just my kids and my family knowing that I was a good man, a solid man, right? I ain't always been the best man. I ain't always gonna be the best man, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be the best man I can be.
Right.
You know, and when I'm dead and gone, if everybody say that about me, I feel fulfilled.
I like that, man. I really do like that, man. Now let's go on the hardship take. We gotta always talk about the hardship, man.
Yeah.
But throughout life, with just the different things that you've accomplished or have attempted to accomplish, what is something that happened in your life that just fucking broke you, bro? Like you almost was like, I'm done with this shit. And then how did you get out of that?
Man, I was hoping not to talk about this, but I got divorced like 5 years ago. Man, broke my soul, bro. Hey, straight up. That's actually what Out of Love is about.
Oh, okay.
That song came from my divorce.
Came from that.
You know what I mean?
Got
So
you.
now when you listen to it, you're going to be like,
listen to it differently.
Yeah. Man, it broke me, man, but it also made me a better person, right? Like people ask me sometimes about it, and I tell them, like, if I could do it all over again, I would want it to happen the exact same way.
Yeah.
Because I'm a better everything due to it. A better man, a better father, a better brother, a better friend, a better coach, a better everything, dog. Like, it taught me so much about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And luckily it happened like during COVID. So it like forced me to sit with myself.
I was gonna say, damn, I would have lost my fucking mind, bro.
And I work from home.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
shit.
Moved in with my mama for the first time since I was 12.
Oh,
It forced me to sit
you
with
talking
myself.
about
It was amazing, dog. Amazing. Got me a little
Kudos
job
to
driving a
you.
forklift at night at Home Depot. Like, I just stayed to myself, man.
Yeah.
Stayed to myself, and I came out on the other end way better.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing.
No. Thank you. I needed that.
No, that's a beautiful thing, bro. And I'm glad that you're able to sit and be alone, right? That'll never work with me. That don't work with me.
I remember
you
mentioning that before. Yeah.
Hell no, bro. Like, if I had to sit and be alone, I don't even like being at home alone.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of nothing. I'm scared of me.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm scared of me. I'm scared of, I'm afraid that I'm not strong enough, right, to survive it. Because if I get in my head, if I let it happen, I get in my head and I'm stuck there, I don't know what's going to happen. And that, I'm being transparent as hell.
Hey, that's understandable, though.
Yeah, so kudos to you.
Thank you.
And it's crazy because, like we just said earlier, the things that we fear the most are probably the things that'll change your fucking life, right?
Everything great is on the other side of
fear. Yeah, bro. And
everything.
That's the thing that I fear the most. But I'm not afraid of nothing.
Everything great is. I tell my daughter that all the time. Everything alone. Great is on the other side of fear.
Yeah, so many people tell me, like, yo, maybe you should be alone for a while. And I'm like, I'm in a whole relationship. They like, well, maybe. And I'll be like, hell no. Hell no. But at times, even though I love my girl, you know what I mean? I wholeheartedly love my girl. But I have thought about that. Like, damn, maybe that's the one thing in my life I've never done, bro. It's just been alone.
Bruh, I realized that I had never really been alone and didn't know myself as well as I thought I did, right?
That's where I'm at in life right now.
When I jump back into dating, they would be like, well, what do you like to do? I'm like, damn, I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, because I was so used to being attached to somebody, not just my ex, but relationships before that, right? Mm-hmm. Not having enough time in between relationships. So used to being attached to somebody that I thought I really knew who I was. I thought I knew my identity and what I liked to do and who I was. But once I really was forced to sit with myself, I was like, shit, you don't know nothing about yourself.
Yeah, man.
It's dope.
Yeah, and that's very challenging, but that's what is allowing me to have this next level of elevation. Okay. Right? Because now I'm challenging myself to that type of shit. Like, okay.
You got to.
Do you really know yourself? Like,
you got to. You got to challenge yourself.
Like you heard me speaking about the last interview, man. It's like one thing that I wasn't doing for so many years was practicing what I preach. Now, that's all that I'm trying to do is practice what I preach. You feel me? So that I could continue to be great. And we can have these dope-ass interviews because I feel like if I ain't even trying the shit that I'm telling other people to try, that's a little fake. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of folks out there doing that, though.
Right. So, and I just encourage everybody, if you out here and you're a mentor or a coach or whatever, like, I hope that you are also implementing those things into your own life instead of just being out here preaching it to the people when you don't even know how the results are going to turn out because you haven't experienced it.
Right.
So like everybody has been telling me, especially my youngest sister, which is my assistant, she's like my manager right now, practice what you preach. For real. Practice what you preach, man. Now, before we jump off, man, before we motivate everybody, let everybody know where they can find you because some of my people probably don't know you.
It's W, baby. You can find me online under It's W, ITSDUBBYA. It's on all streaming platforms. My actual name is W, so DUBBYA. Go check out the music, check out the videos. We got a new single coming, produced by Hood with another one. It's called Dead Roses. You know, it actually touched on a lot of topics that we was talking about during our conversation, man. So go check me out.
That's dope, man. And then we got to motivate the people, man. One piece of advice to anybody in the world, brother. What would that piece of advice be?
This is to everybody out there and to my boy, JusB. The hardest battle you will ever fight is against yourself.